G'day ladies and gentlemen, Piedudeaus here and welcome back to the Minecraft mod review. In this one I'm looking at the hit splat damage indicators. A pretty cool little name, but essentially what the mod does, it includes this pretty cool little interface that's kind of like, if you think of like a WoW, you know, when you obviously like had your main character with all your stats, your hits, your hit points and everything else. Well, that's pretty much what it does. And to obviously just show you, I'll place the sheep down there, as you can see, right there it is. Now, it does have a like default WoW type look if you want that, but you can change that. There is a little UI you can bring up that can change that. But basically, all it does is, as apart from there, it tells you what the animal is. There you go. It says it's a sheep, and it has 8 of 8 health on it. Of course, if you move away from the sheep, after a few seconds, the little UI will disappear. As soon as you move back onto the sheep, though, it comes back. Of course, you hit the sheep. There you go. He took 7 damage. Now he's down to 1 of 8. Now he's off the. Now he's gone. He's off the edge. So that, in a nutshell, is what the actual mod does. And of course, he does work on other mobs as well. Not working too well. There he goes. He's taking his damage. You can see the damage falling off the zombie there, which is pretty neat. And of course, you do less damage with less tools, as it indicates there. That was doing like 3s and 4s, whereas the diamond sword does like 6, 7s. And possibly maybe a little bit more if you do like a crit hit. But there, ladies and gentlemen, that is in a nutshell what the mod does. But I did mention the little GUI you can bring up. If you hit the period key, or at least that's what it's defaulted to, you bring up this little window here. As you go, there it is. Tells you who you are. Pretty awesome. I've got 20 health. And you also notice this little icon down here too. It's got like a little skull with bones there. That would essentially indicate that's like a bad mob. Apparently, I'm a bad mob. I'm bad. But you probably would have noticed before when I did the sheep, they actually had like little smiley faces, because it's like a friendly mob, it's so to speak. But just getting onto these things here, if you want, you can actually enable or disable these portraits. Just click on that button, and the whole problem, which is fine, but the problem with that is this whole thing now disappears. So if I get out of all this and just bring up the sheep, there's no indicators there at all. Hit the period key, and you got to sort of click around. There we go, to bring it back up. But so yeah, it would be nice if that just sort of maybe grayed out a little bit or whatever, but didn't actually disappear. The other thing you can do too is obviously you got this default WoW skin. If you want, you can actually turn that off and leave it so it's just like this. Which personally, me being a bit more of a minimalist sort of person, I do prefer this one. But again, that's just personal preference. But again, you just flick it on and off with that. And I think there are actually a few skins that some people have made that you can actually change the look as well. Or you can make your own and just include it into your own texture pack, or into your favourite texture pack. The other one it does have here is the potion effects. Now I'm going to, let's quickly get out of this. I'm going to throw the potion at this swiftness of this sheep. Yep, there you go. And now you can see it does have the potion effect on the indicator there of the sheep. But if you want to, you can turn them off. As you can see, now on the sheep, it is gone. And I'll bring it back. There it is. So there you go, he's got 24 seconds left of the potion on the sheep. So yeah, pretty cool little feature. And you've also got this enable pop-offs. Now, what that is if I just go into this, if I hit the sheep, see before it had all the numbers coming off it? Well, now they are not there. If I just re-enable it again, you will fall off the edge, but that's fine. You see the 4. There you go, that's what the pop-offs is. It's just the damage, or how much damage you inflicted on the mob at the time. It's kind of cool. And of course, you do have this advanced tab as well. If you want, you can actually go through, get all these different entities. Say like onto sheep, if you want. You can, there you go, that's just the class name. That's just the class file name, that's all that is there. It's like just for debugging, so ignore that. But you can give it its own name if you want to. You can baby scaling. Because obviously if you do have like a little baby shape, or a lamb, in other words, you can in scale, so it makes it a bit bigger in the portrait. Prefix babies, prefix babies. That seems a bit weird. Prefix names with baby if baby. There you go, whatever. So in other words, it tells you it's a baby if it is one. And of course, you do have all this scaling here to modify the size of the window if you want to as well. Or of course, if you want, you can simply ignore the mobs so this doesn't pop up for certain mobs if you don't want it to. So for any passive mobs like your sheep and cows and pigs, chickens, etc., you may not want these to pop up. You may want them only for your hostile mobs. which apparently that sheep's now hostile. And once you're done, click the save button, yeah, and away you go. So that's it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a look at the damage indicator mod. He's pretty awesome. Or the hit splat damage indicator mod, is go by its full name. But yeah, so it's definitely pretty cool, and he's certainly worth checking out. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And until next time, as always, keep cool, keep safe, and I'll catch you around. Goodbye.